Okay guys, we will continue our function chapter. This time it's composite function and inverse function. In this chapter, you will learn how to compose a function and how to inverse a function. This will help you to operate more complicated function easily. But before that, I want you to pause this video and we will do some activity with me, okay? Okay, in that activity, you can see that sometimes a function can be followed by another function. And when we combine the function, it will become a single function. This single function is called composite function. Okay, and then when a function of fx is followed by gx, the composite function will be gfx, yeah, or gfx or g dot fx. Okay. These three is the same. It's only the matter of writings. Okay. Next, so how to determine a composite function? Example 1. Given that fx equals to 2x plus 3 and gx equals to 3x minus 10. If the function of fx is followed by gx, find the composite function. Okay, so fx first and then the second one is gx. Yeah. Okay, so how to do this? We will take a look at fx. Fx equals to 2x plus 3. This is as the first function, and then the second one will be 3x minus 10. When fx is followed by gx, you should write like this: g o f. Yeah, so the order is the opposite. Okay, so the first one will be on the right side and the second one will be on the left side. GOF X. Okay, I will show you how to find a composite function easily. Okay, GOF means you have to substitute the G with F, so the F go inside the G. Okay, so you have to write the G first. The G will be 3x minus 10, right? But f needs to be go inside the g, so we change this x into the f. The f is 2x plus 3. There you go. And then simplify it. It will be 6x plus 9 minus 10. It will be 6x minus 1. There you go. That is GOF. Yeah, the function f followed by g. Next example. Example 2. Given that fx equals to 2x plus 3 and gx equals to 3x minus 10. This times the function of gx is followed by fx. Yeah, gx followed by fx means you have to write the f first and then after that g equals to, that means the g have to go inside the f. Yeah, so you write the f first, 2x plus 3, but because of the g should go inside the f, you have to change the x in the f, yeah, into gx, 3x minus 10. So basically you have to substitute the x in, with the gx, yeah, 6x minus 20 and then plus 3 equals to 6x minus 17. There you go. That is how to find a composite function. Next example. Example 3. Fx equals to x squared and gx equals to 2x minus 3. I want you to find GOF. Okay, GOF first. So the I is GOFX. Yeah, it will be f go inside the g. So I will write the g first, 2x minus 3, and then you have to substitute the x with the f. Yeah, the f is x squared. This one already simplified, so we leave it like that. That is the answer number I. And then for the second one, I, the question wants us to find FOG. Yeah, FOG x means you have to substitute the f with g. So you write the f first, x squared, but you have to change the x into the g, 2x minus 3 square. And then when you simplify it, it will be 4x square minus 12x plus 9, or maybe you can leave it like that. Yeah. Next one, it's the third one. GOF3. GOF3, that means you have to substitute the 3 into GOF ya. GOF tadi 2x square minus 3, and then you have to substitute the 3 square minus 3 equals to 9, 18, 15. Okay, this is the III. And then the fourth, the question wants us to find FOG negative 5. So you have to substitute the negative 5 to FOG ya. FOG is this one, and then 2 times negative 5 minus 3 square equals to negative 13, 169 ya. Negative 10, negative 13, okay, 169. Very good. And then for the last one, it says GOF A equals to 5. So GOF is 2x square minus 3. 2x square minus 3. You have to substitute the x into A. Yeah, so I will erase this one into A square minus 3 equals to 5. So 2a square equals to 8. A square equals to 4. And then move the square. A equals to plus minus square root of 4. A equals to plus minus 2. Okay, so A can be 2 or can be negative 2. Next. Okay, example 4. Now we have 3 function. Yeah, for each function is followed by another function. FOGH. Okay, the first question is FOGOHX. So for these 3 functions, we cannot do all of them all together. We have to do one by one. Okay, for this one, I have to put the H into G. Okay, so I have to find the GOH first. GOHX, that means H go to G. Okay, so the G is X plus 2. Because I have to substitute the H, I will erase this X and then put the HX right there. So now I have GOH. Okay, let's erase this one. Now I have GOH right here, needs to go to F. So the F is 5 minus 3x. I have to put the GOX into the F. So I will erase this x and then change it into square root of x plus 2. Yeah, so you have to do it one by one. Negative 3 square root of x, negative 6. So we will have negative 1, negative 3 square root of x. There you go. We have FOGOH. Next, the question wants us to find HOGOF. Okay, a student asked me whether we can do the HOG first. Yeah, can we do HOG first? Yes, of course. HOG, we can do HOG first. Yeah, that means G go into the H. The H is square root of x, right? The H is square root of x and the G is x plus 2. So square root of x, the H, we have to erase this x and then change it into the gx, x plus 2. Yeah, so therefore we have HOGX. Okay, and then after that I have to put this f into HOG. Let's take a look at f. F is 5 minus 3x. So I will write this one first, square root of x plus 2, and then I have to change this x into the f. What's it again? 5 minus 3x. And then you have to simplify it, equals to square root of 7 minus 3x. There you go. You have HOGOF. Okay. Do you know what is the meaning of HOG of f? Yes, good. F followed by G and then followed by H. Next. Okay, before we go to the next section, I want you to pause again this video and then we'll do some another activity. Yeah. Okay, pause it now. Okay, from that activity, we know that when we reverse the arrow in arrow diagram, we'll have a new function called inverse function. Note that only one-to-one function can be inverse. To determine an inverse function, use the following steps. First, change the fx into y. Second, change the subject of the equation into x equals 2. And then 3, change the x into f inverse x and the y into x. Okay, what is the meaning of that? Take a look at example 1. Example 1, given that fx equals 2 to x plus 5, find f inverse x. Let's do it with the steps. Okay, the first step, change the fx into y. So I will write the question first, fx equals 2 to x plus 5, and then you have to change this fx into y. Yes, okay, equals to 2x plus 5, and then that is for the first steps. The second steps, change the subject of the equation into x equals 2. That means you have to use your algebra skills to make it into x equals 2. Yeah. So first we have to move the 5. So I will have y minus 5 equals to 2x, and then I have to move the 2. So I will get x equals to y minus 5 over 2. There you go. That is for number 2. Change the subject of equation into x equal. Yeah. The third one. Change the x into f inverse. So I have to change this x into f inverse x equals to, and then change the y into x. X minus 5 equals 2. There you go. We already have the f inverse. Yeah. And then the second questions, we have to calculate f inverse negative 3. That means you have to put negative 3 to the f inverse negative, and then negative 3 minus 5 over 2 equals to 3 minus 5 over 2, negative 2, negative 1. There you go. Next, the second one, fx equals to square root of 3x minus 7. So first I will rewrite the questions, square root of 3x minus 7, and then the second step, change the fx into y equals to square root of 3x minus 7, and then move the square root to the left side. It will become y square equals to 3x minus 7, and then y square plus 7 equals to 3x, and then x equals to y square plus 7 over 3. There you go. And then the third step, you have to change this x into f inverse x and this y into x square over 3. There you go. That is the f inverse. Yeah. Next one. We have to find f inverse negative 3. That means x square plus 7 over 3. We have to change the x into negative 3 over 3. 16 over 3 ya. 16 over 3, good. Next, example 3. How about this one? F inverse equals to 2 to the power of 3x minus 2. The questions now asks us for fx. Yeah, the f inverse is given. So now we have f inverse. The question want us to find fx. How to do that? Ya, kita inverse lagi ya. We inverse back to the fx. Okay, follow the steps. First, you have to change this one into y equals to 2 to the power of 3x minus 2, and then we have to make it into x equal. We have to use logarithm this time. Logarithm says log 2y equals to 3x minus 2, and then move the 2, it will be plus 2 equals to 3x, and then x will be log 2y plus 2 over 3. Yeah, if you are not familiar with this form of logarithm, you can also write it like this, 2, 2, 2. Yeah, it's the same. Okay, so now we have x, we can change this x into fx. Yeah, now we cannot write the f inverse because the question is f inverse. We change it into fx. 2 log y, change the y into x, and then plus 2 over 3. There you go, we have fx. And then the second one, the question wants us to find f8. f8 means 2 log x, change the x into 8, plus 2 over 3, 3 plus 2 over 3, 5 over 3. That is the answer. Next, how about this one? This one is quadratic function. We have to find the inverse of quadratic function. Yeah, quadratic function is not one-to-one function, so basically we cannot find the inverse. But if we restrict the domain, we can find the inverse. Yeah, when we restrict the domain, the quadratic will become one-to-one function, so we can find the inverse. I will tell you later what is the meaning of that. Okay, so for this quadratic function, it's also a little bit complicated because you have to use completing the square. Yeah, I hope you remember how to completing square of quadratic function. Okay, fx equals to, the first step is change this one into y equals to x squared minus 4x plus 8. Now we have to change the subject into x equal. To do that, you have to use completing square. Okay, so the plus 8, first one, I move the plus 8 to the left side, it will become y minus 8. And then for this one, I will use completing square. What is completing square? You create a bracket, and then you rewrite the x without the square. Ya, square-nya keluar nih di luar. And then negative 4, you rewrite negative 4, and then over 2 you have to divide the b. Ya, negative 4 over 2 is always like that. And then you have to write this one also negative. It's also negative. Sorry, it's always negative. And then you rewrite the numbers, these numbers, 4 over 2. Yeah, and then you write square at the last bracket. Okay, one more time. I will erase this first. How to completing the square? First, you create a bracket, and then you rewrite this one x, and then you rewrite negative 4. It's always divided by 2, and then write the square right here, and then it's always negative, always, yeah, minus, and then you rewrite the 4 over 2, and then give the square. It's like that. Okay, that is completing the square. Sorry. Okay, let's simplify this one. X minus 2 square minus 2 square is 4, and then move again the 4, negative 8, and then plus 4 equals to x minus 2 square, y minus 4 equals to x minus 2 square. Okay, next you have to move the square into the left side. Yeah, it will become plus minus square root of y minus 4 equals to x minus 2, and then x will be plus minus square root of y minus 4 plus 2. So this is, not yet. The last step, we have to change this into f inverse x, and then we have to change the y into x. Okay, and then minus 4, and then plus 2. So this is the inverse function of f. ya. Take a look at plus minus. Plus minus mean we have two parts, right? Ini nih yang tadi saya bilang, quadratics is not one-to-one function, tapi kita tahu quadratics itu symmetrical ya, dia jadi bisa kebelah dua. Kalau dia udah kebelah dua, dia tuh jadi one-to-one function. Makanya di sini juga ada plus, satu bagian yang plus, satu bagian yang minus, karena memang kita harus belah dua. Tapi nggak usah pusingin itu, tulis aja kayak gitu ya. Oke, next. How about this one? Rational function ya. Fx equals to 3x minus 5 over 2x plus 1. First step, we have to change this into y. Y equals to 3x minus 5 over 2x plus 1. And then we have to make it into x equals. So we have to cross multiply 3x minus 5. Because we want to make it into x equal, we need to group the x. So I will move this one to the left side, negative 3x. Then I move this one to the right side, negative 5, negative y. And then take a look at this. You have x right here, and then x right there. We can factorize the x in the bracket to y minus 3 equals to negative 5 minus y. So x will be negative 5 minus y over 2y minus 3. The last step is change the x into f inverse x, and then change the y into x. There you go. 2x minus 3. This is the f inverse, yeah. And then the second question, f inverse 3. Okay, the second question want us to find f inverse 3 equals to negative 5, negative 3 over 2 times 3 minus 3 equals to negative 8 over, oh sorry, wrong bracket. Wait, 2 times 3 minus 3, 6 minus 3 is 3. There you go. Okay. Okay, the next is inverse of composite function. Let's try to combine our section, which is composite and inverse together. Yeah. Example 5. Given that fx equals to 4x plus 1 and gx equals to negative 2x plus 5, the first question want us to find f inverse. Yeah. So f inverse will be, okay, let's do y equals to 4x plus 1. This is the fx, yeah. And then y minus 1 equals to 4x, and then x will be y minus 1 over 4, and then change the f into f inverse, change the y into the x, yeah. It's just like the previous questions. So we have f inverse equals to x minus 1 over 4. Okay, that is for f inverse. Next is g inverse. G inverse, the second one, G inverse, you can do using the same steps, yeah. I will try to do this on my head. Okay, so the G inverse, if you calculate, it will be x minus 5 over negative 2. How about the third one? FOG. FOGX. This is a composite function, so we have to put the G into the F, yeah. It will be 4 in the bracket negative 2x plus 5, and then plus 1 equals to negative 8x plus 20, and then plus 1 equals to negative 8x plus 21. Okay, negative 8x plus 21. Wait a minute. Okay, next, the third one. The third is GOF, yeah. Wait. Oh, this is the third one, and this one is the fourth. GOFX. Come on, GOFX. That means we have to put the F into the G. F into G. So negative 2 in the bracket 4x plus 1, and then plus 5. Negative 8x, negative 2 plus 5 is 3. Okay. There you go. And then the fifth, the question want us to find f or g inverse x. Yeah, so this one is the inverse of composite function. Inverse of composite function can be determined by the composite function itself. Yeah, if the question want us to find f or g inverse, so you have to inverse the f or g. The f or g before is f or g x equals to negative 8x plus 21. So we have to make it into y equal, ya, y equal negative 8x plus 21, and then make it into x equal y minus 21 equals to negative 8x. So x will be y minus 21 over negative 8, and then this one will be f or g inverse x, ya. Change the x into f or g inverse equals to change the y into x. There you go. This one is the inverse. Okay, let's erase this one. Delete equals to. Next is 6. Now it's GOF, ya. GOF inverse. GOF inverse means you have to find GOF inverse, of course. GOF x equals to negative 8x plus 3. Use the steps. This one will be y equals to negative 8x plus 3. Move them to the left side. Y minus 3 over negative 8 equals to x. Change it again. GOF inverse x equals to x minus 3 over negative 8. Nah, gitu ya. Udah, ini kita pindahin lagi ke sini. Terus kita hapus ini. Okay, the seventh one. The seventh one us to find G inverse or F inverse x. Okay, this one is composite function. So we have to put the F inverse into G inverse. Okay, let's take a look at what is G inverse. G inverse is x minus 5 over negative 2. Yeah, but the fx should be go inside the G, x minus 1 over 4. So f is x minus 1 over 4 equals to, we can times it by 4 for the numerator and denominator to eliminate the 4, ya. X minus 1 minus 20 over negative 8. So the answer will be x minus 21 over negative 8. Okay, the VII, the 8 questions, F inverse or G inverse x. Okay, so you have to put the G inverse into F inverse. The F inverse is x minus 1 over 4, x minus 1 over 4, but you have to put the G, so we can erase this x and then change it into the G inverse. What is G inverse? X minus 5 over minus 2. We can multiply them all by negative 2. It will become x minus 5 plus 2 over negative 8, x minus 3 over negative 8. Okay, that is the questions, example questions 5. Yeah. Actually, the fifth example was an experiment to determine the relation between the inverse function and the inverse of its composite function. Yeah. So now I want you to pause this video and then take a look at the example 5. I want you to find the relation between the inverse function and the composite function. Okay, pause it now. Okay, can you conclude what is the relation between our answer, the 5th, the 6th, the 7th, and the 8th? Yes, the answer is ada yang sama, ya, x minus 21 over negative 8, sama yang ini tuh sama. Nah, yang ini sama yang ini sama. Okay, from this conclusion we can form a relation between f of G inverse and G inverse of f inverse x. Okay, what is the relation? Take a look at this. So the relation will be f of G inverse is the same with G inverse of f inverse. Okay, G of f inverse is the same with f inverse or G inverse. Jadi urutannya kebalik ya. Kalau pertamanya f o g, di sini jadi G of f. Di sini G of f jadinya f o g, tapi ada inverse-nya. Oke, ini gunanya buat apa? Buat ini, example number 5. Tadi 5 ya. Ini harusnya 6. Oke. F inverse equals to 2x minus 4. G inverse equals to x squared. And the question wants us to find G of f inverse x. Imagine that if you want to find the G of f first, and then after that you inverse it, you have to find Gx first, right? You have to find the Gx, you have to find the fx, and then you have to find G of f, and then baru di inverse. Waduh, itu berapa kali langkah tuh? 1, 2, 3, 4 kali kerja ya. Tapi coba kamu bayangin kalau kamu bisa pakai formula yang di atas. Di atas kita udah eksperimen, itu ternyata ini tuh hasilnya sama kayak f inverse o G inverse x. Sama ya. Jadi kita pakai ini aja. Kenapa pakai ini lebih gampang? Lihat, G inverse tinggal dimasukin ke f inverse. Langsung dapat karena kita dikasih taunya G inverse and f inverse. So we have to put the G inverse into f inverse. It will be 2x squared minus 4. Satu baris selesai. Daripada tadi 4 langkah ya, lama itu. Okay, guys, that is the end of the lesson today. I hope you can understand it well. If you don't understand, you are welcome to ask me anytime. Okay, don't be shy. Bye bye.